you can manifest anything that you put your heart into in this life, but you really have to put a lot of imagination and a lot of attention on the thing that you're wanting to manifest. The great secret of the ages is that you don't have to work hard for what you want. We've been lied to over the last 100 years, 200 years, that you have to work hard. You have to put in 50, 60 hours a week. You have to save up for all of your life just to have a little bit of savings and a little bit of money, and that's how you get wealthy. We've been lied to, and we've been told a lot of stuff to keep us down in the ditches, down in the labor pool, down below the 1%. The top 1% know the secret, and the secret is that you can have anything that you want. It doesn't take hard work. It takes mental faculties. It does take persistence, and you will have to work hard for it. But if you think that working your 9 to 5 in most cases is going to get you riches, then think again. Now, will it get you certain things? Of course. Don't quit your 9 to 5 job right now just after watching this video. But if you imagine something, so there's a guy called Neville Goddard that I kind of follow a little bit, and he's passed away and everything. I really like a lot of his stuff. The only thing I don't like so much is that he kind of talks good, that God don't exist, that we're God. I think that we are a reflection of God. We are God's children, so we're going to have what Neville Goddard talks about. So what he says is that we have the ability to use our imagination and our words to bring to pass anything that we want. But we have to have a strong intention. We have to have a strong belief with no doubt. So any kind of doubt, any kind of fear, any kind of, sorry, I got a cold or something, any kind of complaints in your head, doubts, fear, strongholds, or unworthiness thoughts that you're not worthy enough for the money, or you think that only rich people deserve the money, or only rich people are the ones that have the money because they've ripped people off and they're evil. We've been told all these things, and so there's a lot of things that might be in your head that's blocking you from getting the things that you want. You have to have 100% faith. You have to imagine it. You have to visualize and do meditation. You have to step away from your busy life. 20 minutes a day, 40 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, twice a day. And before you go to sleep, they say, is the best time to do a lot of the manifestations, because your brain waves are starting to, that state akin to sleep is what a lot of them call it. Basically, as you're falling asleep, if you keep yourself awake and you visualize the things that you want, don't worry about the what, how's it going to come to pass, I don't have this, I don't have that. Don't have those thoughts. Those are the negative thoughts. And don't have the lacking thoughts. Don't be like, well, I'll be happy when I get a certain thing. You want to be happy now. So you want to have thoughts. What you have to do is you have to feel the feelings, the touches, the sound. You got to hear the sounds. You got to touch it. You got to, if you're wanting $1 million, you got to act like, you got to feel what it would be like if you touched $1 million. You have to smell the $1 million. You have to see it with your mental eyes. You have to feel the feeling as if you already have it. And then you need to fall asleep with that. there's a test that you can do if you want to test this. It's called the ladder test, and it worked for me when I did it. I've used manifestation for probably the last 2 decades, but I did this with a feather and I did it with a ladder. One time with the feather, I did it like 20 years ago, and it just blew my mind away. With the ladder test, Neville Goddard talks about, so you'll do it for a week. Every night when you go to bed, visualize climbing the ladder. Do it with your eyes closed and actually feel what it feels like climbing the ladder. Feel the joy of what it feels, basically make yourself happy that you're climbing this ladder. You're climbing this ladder, you're just going at it, and then you go back down. You climb it all the way down, and you climb it up, and you climb it down. You keep going up and down this ladder as you're falling asleep. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Visualize it. Feel the ladder as if it's hard. And start trying to get into it might take you a little while, but you have to keep on with it if you want to test this out. And then what you would do is, as you're going to sleep, you keep climbing the ladder. And then what you do when you wake up the next day is you tell yourself, you keep a note in your pocket, in your wallet, and you keep it on your nightstand, you put it in your pocket, and you put on there, I will not climb a ladder. And then as you are getting to a point, you'll keep on saying all throughout the day, anytime you touch that notepad, you're going to say, I will not climb a ladder. I will not climb a ladder. But then at the night time, you're going to, as you're falling asleep for 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to visualize climbing the ladder. And you're going to do that for a week. And within a week, you will probably climb a ladder. If you keep on doing it strong enough, if it doesn't happen in a week, do it another week. Just keep doing it. And what Neville Goddard says is, when that happens, so it happened with me in like 4 days, I think. I kept telling my wife, it's like, well, this ain't no way this is going to happen. We don't own a ladder. And I'd kind of forgotten that we do have a ladder that goes up to our garage. That's one of those fold down ladders. And I had to go up there for Christmas to go get something. And as I was climbing up it, I was like, oh crap, I just climbed the ladder. So it worked for me. And then I did this with the feather as well back 20 years ago. I would visualize this feather at night. And it was a specific feather. I didn't know what it was. Didn't know what it was from. And it was crazy because I was doing it every night. I'd go to sleep. I'd just see this feather. I'd feel it. I'd smell it. And after about a week of doing that, I was a mechanic at the time, and I just happened to kind of go upstairs looking for some parts that they couldn't find in the parts store, so I was helping them. And I went upstairs looking at this old spot that might have had some old inventory. And I looked down, and there wasn't just one feather that I had visualized the colors and everything to the exact. It was a pile of feathers. And it was crazy because it was not just, it wasn't something that had just happened. I went back downstairs and I'd asked the people, where did these feathers come from? And they were like, well, it was a funny story because we actually had, it was crazy because it was like this turkey came into the shop and wouldn't leave. And everybody kept trying to shoo the turkey away for like a day. All day long, the turkey would just come in and it was a wild turkey, so it was like actually trying to like peck at people and come in there, and it was like acting like it was kind of crazy or something. Well, they ended up shooting it and eating it, and the feathers had just kind of got put up there. Somebody was messing with the feathers and put some up there just as like a memory of it or something. And so I've always asked myself, like, what came first, the chicken, the turkey, or the egg? The chicken or the egg? Because I had visualized this and was thinking I was manifesting something, but it was almost like I tuned into the universe with something that was either there already, or I've never heard of this story before. I've been working there for 2 years and never heard of this story. And then all of a sudden there's a story from 2 years before that there was this turkey. And so it would have been like right before I started. And I never heard about it. So I don't know if my manifestation, visualization, meditations changed the past, or if I just tuned into something. But I've always tried to wrap my head around that. And the funny thing about it is, it doesn't matter. The end result is what matters. So that's what we want to focus on. So I invite you to try the ladder test for yourself. So, and then it's like Neville Goddard said, and I'm going to say the same thing. When you pass this ladder test, you could have easily manifested $1 million just as easy. If you would believe that you could get the $1 million, you could manifest it in a week. And I leave that with y'all. Hope everybody's having a good New Year's. And if you like this content, leave a comment, like and subscribe to my channel, because I'll be posting more and more of these. I have the AI videos, I have shorts, I have motivational content, and I have all kinds of manifestation, law of attraction trainings that I'll be doing, like this one. So y'all have a good one. Peace.